PFC REC, let's discuss that company. The merger is clear. They've got the SEBI, the CCI as well as RBI approval. So let's bring on board then Mr. Rajiv Sharma, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company, to talk more about the same. Mr. Sharma, thank you for joining in on ET. Now, the CCI's nod has been received by you for that 52% acquisition. Tell us, what would be the impact on the financials due to the REC acquisition?
I don't see any negative impact on my financials. Very recently we have received approval from Reserve Bank of India also. So all regulatory approvals are in place now for this deal, and as there are rumors in the media, our capital adequacy is increasing and we have reached 19% capital adequacy ratio. In Tier 1 we are having 16%, and we are trying to maintain better capital adequacy ratio through various means, like we are tying up with various banks for Tier 2 capital, and we are regularly monitoring our ongoing projects which we have funded, because once they are commissioned, the risk weight comes down to 50%. Similarly, in the advances where state government guarantees are there, we are trying to expedite those state government guarantees, because risk weight comes down to 20%.
Okay, there are concerns that this acquisition is going to lead to an increase in leverage for PFC, naturally, since you all are resorting to borrowings to fund this acquisition. So what is the mix of debt and equity?
Time and again I have clarified that it will be through our repayments of our existing loans, and remaining we will get debt from the market. And I don't see any impact on my quality of assets. Rather, it is improving, and we are settling the stressed assets because there is demand increase in the market after implementation of Saubhagya scheme. So load is increasing in the system, and these stressed assets are likely to get better rates now. We have very recently resolved one Ratle hydro project, which was a hydro project in J&K of GVK Group. We have settled with the developer, and developer is regularly paying back to us, and in Q4 we will be reversing around 600 crores provision which was made for this account. Similarly, in some other assets also, like SIGA, Dense Energy and SR Transmission, we are likely to get 100% principal. So in all stressed assets we are seeing a positive movement towards resolution of these assets.
So could you share with us the rough estimates of the funds you will be requiring for the acquisition? I know you mentioned about your capital adequacy ratio, but how is it going to impact your return ratios as well as the CAR?
Actually, the amount will be decided in accordance with SEBI guidelines, and final decision will be taken by the committee chaired by Honorable Finance Minister. Exact amount we will come to know only then. However, we don't see any impact on regulatory requirements of capital adequacy. We are fully aware that once we raise more than 10% of our own funds from the market, my Tier 1 capital will be reduced by that amount. But even after that, we will be in a comfortable position to meet the regulatory requirements of capital adequacy for our own future business as well as ongoing business.
Okay, you've already made a 52% provision for stressed assets for PFC. Now, by how much will this provision need rise due to REC's acquisition?
REC is consortium partner in most of the private sector projects. So in most of the stressed asset, REC is also with us. And they have also made a provision around 48% in all these stressed assets. So I don't see any further provisioning required either in REC case or in PFC case, because we have made a provisioning of 52%. Rather, I am expecting that some percentage will be reversed after resolution of these stressed assets. And as I explained earlier, the demand in the system is increasing after implementation of Saubhagya scheme, and these stressed assets will fetch a better rate in the market. In one case, we were getting around 3,500 crores, but now a new bidder has come and he is offering me around 4 crore per megawatt. So we are getting a better rate. That's why in most of the cases we are expecting to get a better price for these stressed assets.
All right, so speaking about resolution, what's the quantum of assets that you see getting resolved and the possible provision right back as well for both the companies, PFC and REC?
Our loan asset book is roughly 3 lakh crores, out of which 82% is government utilities. So there is no stress at all. In remaining 18% private sector, 8% is also perfect. They are regularly paying back to us. So in 90% there is no stress. Remaining 10% we have stress, but these all assets are at various stages of resolution. And in some cases, I explained earlier, we are getting a good rate. Therefore, I am expecting that the 52% provisioning which we have already made in all these stressed assets, I am expecting some of the provisioning may be reversed. It's very difficult to specify at this stage. One asset I already told you, Ratle, and 3 other assets, Siga and Dense Energy. These are 2 hydro projects in Sikkim. We are likely to get principal amount. And similarly, in case of SR transmission, we are likely to get principal amount back. So we are quite comfortable. In all other remaining stressed assets, we are making sincere efforts along with our consortium partners to resolve them amicably and to get a better rate.
Okay, so coming back to the deal, is there going to be an open offer to minority shareholders?
It's not there, but as I told you that we are already going ahead with the proposal in accordance with the guidelines of SEBI, and whatever approvals were required have been received already, and now REC is taking the consent from the foreign currency lenders. That is only pending now.
You know, rating agencies have said that depending on REC's rating, PFC rating may get impacted. So what would you, have to say to sort of assuage all those concerns?
We are regularly in touch with these rating agencies. As you may be aware, domestic rating has been maintained AAA by CRISIL and ICRA, and we are regularly interacting with them, and we are sharing with them our efforts and initiatives to maintain our rating. Like we are offloading our investments. PFC GEL has already been merged with PFC. A notification has already been issued by Corporate Affairs Ministry. Similarly, our investments in Power Grid, we have offloaded some of it. Similarly, in NHPC, and at the right time, we will offload our investments in Coal India Limited also when we get a better price. So, the concerns of rating agencies, we are trying to address, because our investments, they don't take it very positively. So, we need not to worry, and we are regularly in touch with these rating agencies, international rating agencies, as well as domestic rating agencies, and we have explained to them very clearly the efforts being made by PFC in this direction.
All right, that's great to hear. Thanks so much, Mr. Sharma, for joining in. Congratulations once again. All the approvals are in place, and it's just a matter of time that we will be seeing REC being merged into PFC.